Hi guys, welcome back. With me I have Patrick Pollack and this is Patrick.
Hey.
Patrick Lonnie Patrick.
It's easy to confuse us.
It's all right.
Who's funnier?
I think Lonnie is.
We're gonna find this out Saturday night. Which one's funnier? So we're all gonna be funny. Am I supposed to be funnier?
I'm really anxious to see what you do bring forth. A host can crack a joke.
Yeah.
A host can keep it serious. A host can do whatever they actually want as long as they hype up the crowd.
I'll just be very serious. I don't want to steal the show or anything. So.
Very generous of you.
Oh my gosh. So I know Lonnie's been doing comedy since before he can talk. What's your experience with comedy?
I got into the comedy scene here in Fresno. Been doing it for approximately 7-8 years. I accidentally stumbled into it. I used to work for a former employer of mine that would have us do competitor calls for auto insurance. And I did a prank call. Very few people know this story. Yeah. So this is kind of like my origin story. We did a prank call on one of the competitors that we had here in town, and we had a freaking riot with it. And then the next day we get a call from corporate, from the president of the company saying, "That was hilarious, don't ever do it again, you will get fired if you do." And I think even now, years later, they use that call as an example of what not to do.
So wait, explain this. How did it go?
So I do a character on stage. I'm born in Romania. I had an accent up till not too long ago. When I drink a little bit, it comes out. And so it's one of those things that I'm like, I sell insurance for a living. It's not the funnest industry. No one when they're a kid rolls out of bed and says, "I want to sell insurance." Right, there you go. There you go. So I ended up just putting on my accent that, my mom and dad have, and we prank called one of our competitors, and it turned out really good. And now I do a character on stage. So that is actually something that carried all the way through into my comedy. And so now I pretend I'm fresh off the plane, and I talk about America and how much I love America, which is something that not a lot of people do these days.
So you don't love America?
I do love America.
Oh, good.
And I put that on blast on stage too. So yeah.
But what was the prank in the actual when you prank called for your job? What happened?
Okay, so what we did is we ended up calling the competitor, and I said, "Let me get a full coverage quote on a salvage title vehicle." And I kept it very stereotypical. I put on a Romanian accent. I'm like, "I have a BMW. It has salvage title. I need full coverage, please."
I have a BMW too. That's a big Mexican woman.
I'm getting two different accents. We're gonna have really good
She doesn't have a salvage title though, right? No, good. Yeah. So then the guy's very hesitant. He's like, "Is this a real, quote?" So I give him all the information, and then he tells me the price, and I'm like, "Listen here, sugar plum, we're going to make a deal. You give me insurance for 2 bottles of vodka from my motherland, and we have a transaction." And he's like, "No, sir, that's not how this works." And I replied with, "This is America. Anything is possible." He puts me on hold. The manager jumps on the phone, and sure enough, he's like, "If you come here at 7:45 tomorrow morning, you will have insurance. Just bring the homemade vodka." And so, and from there on out, one of my managers like, "There's an open mic night. Go give it a shot." And I've been doing comedy ever since.
Wow, you're a natural born comedian.
I guess I got the industry to thank for setting the premise.
Having the most boring job in the world landed you a fun job. Who would have thought?
There we go.
But so your last name's Pollack, and you're not Polish. This is what always stumps me.
Yeah, so I have an Irish first name that's misspelled. I have a Polish last name that's misspelled, and I'm from Romania. Long story short, my folks knew we were going to come to the States, and they wanted to prepare me for America with an Americanized name. I got named after Patrick Duffy, of all people.
Oh my God, I love Patrick Duffy. He's hot. I mean, that was it Step by Step? What was that show?
Yeah, but they were turned on in Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man from Atlantis.
Exactly. So that's how I got my name. My parents misspelled my name.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, and they have a hard time pronouncing it too, which is hilarious in its own right.
Oh my gosh, we should like send Patrick Duffy an email and say, hey,
Take a picture of
I
it.
think he would be honored to know somebody was named after him.
Hey, it's possible. It's possible. Yeah, but yeah. So that's how I ended up with a faux Irish name. Polak is actually a misspelled last name. Social Security misspelled my name, and so I just got stuck with it. No one else in my family has my
Then you
last
kept
name.
it that way ever since?
Yeah, it was just easier.
I love it. Okay, so can you tell, I don't want to be like super inappropriate here, but there's a story about how you have like, you were married or dated a really tall chick and then have a child with
Yes,
them? Okay.
this is true. This is true.
I think you could totally say it in a more appropriate tone. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so I'm 5'4" on a good day, and my kid's mom is about a foot taller. She's 6'3", and we did try to make it work, but we never saw eye to eye.
Did she pick you up a lot?
On anything.
Did she ever pick you up?
She did, and my daughter thought it was hilarious if I ever got a piggyback ride.
That's like me and my
Did you guys
cross-eyed
get
girlfriend.
married or just date?
No, we dated.
Oh, so
We
she
dated.
didn't carry you over the threshold?
Oh, that would have been great. That would have been great. No, but it didn't happen. It's one of those situations where I used to joke around in high school because I got picked on so much about my height. I'm like, if I ever have a child with somebody, it has to be the tallest woman that's
And
ever going to look at me.
You
know?
got her to
and
like you.
And I did.
Don't
Yeah.
get short with her.
Right? That's how I roll out of bed.
Make
right
you mad,
there.
he might bite you in the kneecaps. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Good times. Good times.
There's so many places this can go. We're going to hear some of this on Saturday night, right?
Yeah, I do talk a little bit about it. Yeah. I do.
Mike, you have our flyer for Saturday night, right? It's my comedy news, so you better be going and like bring that Briggs action to us.
Nice.
No, that's not it. It's the one with my face on it.
He almost had it.
Oh, sparkle.
Oh, you're full of jokes. Did you sent it in, right, hon? You sent it in.
That one?
The one
flyer?
for us.
The
comedy
flyer for the
one.
comedy show this
I thought we already
Saturday.
had that one up there.
We've had it on the show before because we had a comedian last week on it. It's
We
on
do
our
the fee,
Facebooks.
right?
Yeah, all of us
all on
have
our
it posted
Facebooks.
on.
So if you could find it, Briggs, I will like give you $1 million.
Woo.
Yeah, so it's
I don't-
Club One Casino.
Club and Casino.
Doors open at
7.
7. Show starts at 8.
8:00.
It's 8 o'clock, but we know it's Fresno 8 o'clock, so it's probably going to be 8:15, 8:30.
And
Oh, I
tickets
don't
are
get off of work till
$10.
7.
No,
And I'm
that's-
not going to
that's
wear
fine.
my 559 outfit there. Oh my god.
We will reserve you a seat, too.
There you
A
go.
table.
Yeah, we can reserve tables. We
$10
still
make
have-
you holla, holla, holla.
That's right. $10 tickets. You can get them at the door. There is the issue of sellout. Cheap ticket sales, not the biggest venue in the
Well,
in the
better if
town.
my people want it. Can we do some standing room?
We have done standing room, but I just feel bad if someone's going to come and watch a show. I'd like them to have the full experience. Get there a little early, grab yourself a table.
I'm just saying if my people
Or reserve
roll
a
in
table.
late, I mean, let them.
Fashionably
stand.
late is fine. There we go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so acting. How'd you guys get into acting? You've been doing stand up for how long, by the way? I know I've
I've
had you on
been
before,
doing
but-
stand-up since 2001.
Damn.
Oh my god, when I was.
But I didn't start going clean until 03.
Oh, so you were really raunchy?
Well, I wasn't-
want to find Lonnie.
I wasn't
on a
really
raunchy day.
raunchy because growing up in church, you kind of stay away from that kind of stuff. So I wasn't really raunchy. I wasn't F this, F that. You know what I'm saying?
Who told me that they told you to go clean? Who's responsible for that?
Well, Danny Mensch called me the Central Valley's cleanest comedian.
But somebody.
He actually called me the preacher comedian, which is kind of true now because I just got my minister's credentials with my church organization, and like I told Miss G the other night, I can actually marry and bury people now.
Congratulations, Lonnie.
Oh my god, that's what I've always wanted to do. I've just never married anybody. Briggsy, can you not find that yet? Okay, send it to him. Briggsy, how do we send it to you? On Facebook?
No, booking at production at Central.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, you really couldn't
bad.
find it on my Facebook? It's there. We've been tagged on it. It's a green, it's like a Christmas thing, and I'm like,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah,
there we
yeah,
go. So
that's
we just
good.
need the actual, like, little beepity beep.
Well, that's good too. Give them the ticket view, man.
No, somebody, I don't know if it was on my show, somebody was saying, I'm the reason Lonnie went clean. I helped murder. Was it the guy that was on my show last week that you brought?
have no
You know what it
idea.
is?
Mike did mention it. Mike does introduce him with.
Is he the one that encouraged you to
Oh,
do
maybe
that?
that too.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody was bragging about it.
I know.
Everyone wants to take credit for you,
my
Lonnie.
biggest show at the Tower Theater several years ago, he called me out Central Valley's cleanest comedian. So
There you go, and it's stuck.
it's stuck, right?
It's stuck. Lonnie's material is fun because you legitimately can have your kid in the crowd, and they'll get a kick out of his set.
From my toy box.
Yeah, my set on the other hand, I mean, my mom just hates it when she finds out that she thinks God's gonna burn me. Yeah, so, and I'm like, it ain't that bad, but you know, it is what it is. So
We really don't have a close up. How do I send a close up of this? This is.
I'm zooming in right now.
No one needs. Oh my gosh, this is like the most.
Like
the
downtown
photo of the
Fresno.
flyer is in the same batch of wherever you got that photo.
Yeah, it's like an actual because we've been having it on all of our Facebooks.
Blowing
And
it up.
No,
I'm gonna make this your screensaver, Mike.
I'm excited to work with the Cougar Hunter again. Last time we worked, it was in a salon.
Oh my
Right,
gosh, a salon? Are you serious?
That was good territory
A
for
good
Cougar
comedy
Hunter.
show, yeah.
It's very interesting
Oh my
how
God.
much unique and different talent Central Valley has. We
Yeah,
got-
it's right where you got this from. I'm I'm sending this to you in Messenger, Mike.
there you go.
One of your 500 aliases. I'm sending it to the CBT. Do you have it from that? I sent it on Messenger. Okay, perfect. Amazing.
Awesome.
There we go. Yeah, so I think it's really interesting. We got, Michael Smith producing this show. We've had other producers. You mentioned Danny Minch. We've got Chris Cruz producing.
Danny Minch is producing this one?
No,
No,
I was
we're
gonna
just saying
say,
we have
he's,
multiple producers, and people forget that Fresno actually has a boatload of entertainment to take advantage of. So, I mean, you may not even realize that there are facilities that host comedy, that whole shows open to the public, and I'm just a huge fan of the fact that this town gives a lot of its locals a chance to put their
Get up
name out
there,
there and hopefully get discovered.
And Patrick, how are you involved in acting? Because I know Lonnie's been in movies. What have you done?
So as far as acting goes, I've had very minimal parts. It is more of a filler.
We're not talking about height again.
I love it. I'd be down for that. But no, I've done a few small local films. I think the one thing that would get me put on stage is if anyone ever needs like some 2-bit, Russian thug that has a height complex. I'm your go-to guy.
It's too bad you're too tall to be a little person.
But yeah, so I mean,
Economics.
I am a one-trick pony. I do have that one accent that makes me stand out. But other than that, I really enjoy just the concept of doing something fun and something different and something new. So that's, I guess, where it all comes into play.
So, is there any movie that we could see you in? Any short or anything?
There is a short that did come out last summer that I didn't even get a chance to see, and it was for the what you might know.
Germ?
Yes, the Germ, but it was for a certain festival. It was for the.
It wasn't for the
Film
Germ Film
Festival.
Festival?
That's what it was. The Germ Film Festival.
Did I beat you?
You did.
I won, but this was months ago. Was it the last one last
was,
month, or was this
yeah.
month ago? So I beat you? Oh my
previous-
god!
yeah, the previous
Yay!
one. There you go. That was my
But
first
which
time.
one was it? I don't remember.
I was in the one about depression, and I didn't even know that I was going to be doing that part. There, I just read this, do that. So I guess I got my feet wet in a very unique way because I never ever did any acting.
Nice. I thought it was depressing watching it, so you
And
nailed it.
There we go. Mission accomplished.
Oh, but so where do you guys go? Lonnie, do you have a day job, or are you just funny?
No, I'm just not working right now, so I'm taking a break.
But you're always doing, is that why you're always doing so much comedy? Is that why you're everywhere?
Yeah.
What do you usually do as a day job?
Well, I'm not sure right now.
So you're the funny one. He's the one with the day job trying to be funny, and you're the one that's funny trying to have a day job.
Yeah,
That's so
right,
funny.
yeah.
That's just swap spots.
That's life works in mysterious
I
ways.
know. That's so funny.
Yeah, the church keeps me busy, so
Yeah, because you're doing a lot of stuff with them. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's some of the funny jobs you've had? I want to hear this one.
Funny jobs?
No, just jobs in general. Well, there's a story for every job.
Man.
Lonnie's just working.
I
for
used
God
to be
right now.
I used to be a meat grinder. I would grind up meat for You know, McDonald's. I was actually making the hamburger.
We don't
patties
want
for
to eat
them.
McDonald's, huh?
Right.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So I'm never going to catch you eating McDonald's?
I found out McDonald's was in the Bible.
What?
Yeah.
You gotta clarify.
Yeah, there's a scripture in the book of Luke. It says, "Ye shall eat of any deadly thing, and it will not harm you."
Nice. Hashtag preservatives.
You just still have it on this the whole time, Brixie. This comedy thing. You're not showing us at all.
It's all good. There's Wheezy to pee.
Are you serious this whole time?
No, I was looking for that flyer.
So you've just really had this the whole time? This,
I don't think so because we've been on the side as well. This is as candid as it's gonna get, and there's gonna be snags like this at Club 1 too. So you just
were
gotta
we really on for like 5
roll
minutes
with
of
it.
that? I swear to God, Brixie, I'm never going to leave you in my will again.
I'm looking for that stupid flyer.
Well, never mind. I had sent it to you on Messenger. It's been on all of our Facebook. I just found it on his because this is your phone I have in front of me, right?
Right.
But you looked yourself up, so that confused me. And then it said to add yourself as a friend, so then I got really confused. No, I thought it was his phone, but then.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, I love where this is going. So we have like what, 8 comedians?
So the number keeps growing.
I heard we just heard. Ken Lewis.
We just got Ken Lewis that's jumping on board. It's his birthday weekend.
He's got to be there, right?
He is. I guess if Lonnie's the clean comedian, he's the rough around the edges comedian.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
for sure.
Pro-choice comedy. He is.
That's his tagline. Yeah. So you guys, you're gonna have.
It was just about abortions the whole time. I don't get it.
Yeah, he does actually.
But like that's his shtick. It's just abortions only. That's kind of odd.
So yeah, we're gonna have every single spectrum that night. I mean, you're gonna have Lonnie on stage, being
And I'm the
all
only
super
Armenian girl.
I think you
The only
are.
Armenian
Actually, you're
person.
the
I'm the only
only
girl.
female.
Yeah, but I'm the only.
jumping on
I'm
stage.
gonna tell Armenian jokes. So no.
We need to talk to Mike. We need to fix that one of these days.
I'm in.
So that's the event that we're planning for. I mean, Club One's got an awesome setup for us. Both of us have done shows there before.
Well, actually, this is my really first time promoting.
Is it your first one?
Yeah,
I thought I heard you say that you've done it before.
Yeah, I did for it was a Christmas party back when I worked in radio.
There you
See,
go.
that was a job to bring
That
up. You wanted to bring up the
was,
grinding instead of the
yeah.
other grinding. You know, it'd be a great shtick for the show, and it's not too late to do this, that I dress up like a man and all the comedians dress up like females. That'd be very funny. Right, Lonnie? Would that not be funny?
That would be hilarious.
I wonder how your CAT scan will work right
I
there.
know, right?
Because our wrestler had the idea. I mean, he's the only one to bring comedy to wrestling, so we should switch up the comedy world.
Yeah.
I miss that wrestler. I wonder where he is
That'd be
and
like
what he's doing.
that'd be
with
like me
himself.
being fat and identifying with skinny. That'd make me a trans slender.
Nice.
Now everyone's popping jokes on the Everything's Marvel show.
Getting excited, man. I kind of had a bad dream the other night, and so
About the show? If you got premonitions, you got to tell us.
I don't remember what show it was. I was just performing and nobody was laughing. So
Dang,
that
that's
was a
not
scary
gonna
joke.
happen. That's not gonna happen.
That was a scary nightmare.
Oh my gosh.
See what you got yourself into?
Yeah.
That's what you got to look forward to as a host.
Well, I'm coming straight from work, and I've seen both of you guys. You outside of my work,
Right.
You inside at the 559.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I bartend at the 559.
Okay.
So
All I know is I felt like Dino attacking Fred Flintstone at the Big Hot Air Days. What was it?
yeah, Big Hat Days.
Not Big Hat Days, the Clovis Fest.
Yeah, Clovis Fest where they had the air
I
balloon.
just heard, Lonnie, hey, give me a hug.
And Patrick
Oh.
came in. When he came in.
I was late.
Yes, and that was the same day a hamburger walked into the bar and asked for a beer. And I said, I don't serve food.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Use that one. Please use that one when you jump on stage.
Only on my show do I tell horrible jokes.
Oh
The people
my
are
God.
forced to watch.
No, that is awesome. That is awesome.
Well, we're almost out of time. I'm hoping a hot man comes and saves me from myself. Or wait, I have 2 hot men right here.
Oh, man, what?
To the rescue.
Let's wrestle him.
I'm gonna take her. I'm gonna take her with me, and I'm not bringing her back unless you guys show up. November 30th in Corsco, California. Right. She's got me. Oh my God. I'm taking her. I told you.
Oh my goodness! And so there was an abduction. That
There
took
was
place
an
today,
abduction,
too.
wrestling.
Nice.
Thanks for watching, guys.